Hey, what's up, everybody? I know it's been a long time. Super busy, working a bunch. Anyway, I'm about to get to it, show you guys a bunch to make up for however long it's been. So just grab a big old fat stack from the case right here. Start off with Hall of Famer Chris Hamburger right there. Boom. One. Sorry about the glare on that. I should take them out of the cases, it'll help, but I got so many of them in the cases, you know. Signed. Two Jake, Hall of Fame. 3. Here's a quick turnaround. I think it was like, I don't know, like 14 days, something like that. Clay Matthews, like the biggest football family. Signed 2 of 2. Sorry, tired. I want to start talking about all sorts of football. Antonio Brown, traded, terrible. I don't know, John Gruden's 10-year plan, looking crappy now because it was like traded away Amari Cooper, and it could have been Amari Cooper, Antonio Brown, and traded away Khalil Mack. So that 10-year plan is kind of thrown right out the window. You only get him for 3 years. Terrible. Got Lee Evans. That was actually in a Dutch auction. That's not TTM, but this is a big one for me. Roger the Dodger Staubach. Oh, it's super pixelated on this camera. It's all good though. You see what I'm talking about. Just sent out a small PSA submission, hoping I can get my other one back in the next couple weeks here. Hall of Fame, Bob Lilly.
Do you feel bad? Were the cops at my door?
All you had to do was tell them what you saw.
Jim Marshall.
So did my son. Do you know what that does to a kid?
I can't tell if this one is
Actually I do.
a stamp or not, but I don't know. I mean, eventually they'll all get PSA submission, so we'll see. Ken Anderson, I got 2 of him, but the second one is out because it's a duel. On the other side, it's Joe Theismann. I know he's a good signer, so I'm going to see about getting Joe Theismann and Ken Anderson double. And here's Braylon Edwards. This was a shot in the dark, so I'm going to send him some rookie cards. That's him hopping over Darrelle Revis. I've seen Darrelle Revis might sign. There's a lot of pendings, so I want to send him. I think he charges like $10 a card or something. So send him like 20-25 bucks. There's 2. This again is like, I think it's an auto, but it might be a stamp. I can't tell. Got Sean Springs. Used to be one of the lockdown corners.
Who was this guy talking to?
Man, I know he got traded from Seattle to Dallas. I can't remember if that was like Joey Galloway trade or what that was. I can't remember. I think that was the best one right there. And Claire. This one would have been sweet, but it kind of got smudged right there. Chris Spielman. So I had sent to him multiple times, and then I could never get him. I sent him like 3 or 4, maybe 5 times, and then all of a sudden I got them all back at one time. I got like 4 or 5 packages in the mail in the same day, and they were all him. But he signed every one except for a Bills card that I had sent him. So I don't know if he's just not about the Bills or what it is. What's up, boys? But I know I watched A Football Life, and like sucks like what happened to him. I don't know if you guys watch Football Life, but that is a great show. I don't know if I like that better or the ESPN 30 for 30s, but his wife got, I can't remember, he got cancer or something, but that's why he wound up retiring. His brother is actually I think, the general manager of the Minnesota Vikings, so he's doing a pretty swell job putting it together. I mean, I don't know why they're not keeping Anthony Barr. I think that's dumb. I think he's a great linebacker. Speaking of the Vikings, right here next on the list, Harrison Smith. That was pack-pulled right there. So obviously you can see the sticker auto. But then I got this TTM'd. So oh my god, I'm trying to get rid of this glare right here. Okay. There's the TTM. There is the sticker. Sorry about that. I'm getting used to doing this on a laptop and the camera's all pixelated and I can't, you know, whatever. Pretty much Randy Moss before Randy Moss, Anthony Carter. Try right there. As best you can get it. It's looks terrible, the purple and with the purple jersey. Or it's blue. It's like a bluish purple. This one you can see better when he's in the white. Yeah, dude, this guy was on top of the league for a minute. And then obviously Chris Carter and Randy Moss showed up, and kind of like Barry Sanders with Billy Sims, you know. But man, I can't remember who Anthony Carter's quarterback was, but they went to a championship game and this dude was killing it every year. Like I said, I send to these guys like multiple times, so this ain't like, oh, send them a dozen cards and, you know, like that kills the hobby, you know. People quit signing, you know, because people take advantage. I'm going to send you like 16 cards or something, but that's terrible. Eli Manning, I know a lot of people have talked about his signatures being fake, but I've seen a lot of successes in PSA DNA videos on YouTube. So obviously, just like I say all the time, I'm planning on sending all these autographs to PSA DNA eventually. But obviously, you know, takes time, takes money, you know, and it is what it is, you know. I'll get there eventually. I'll nickel and dime away. But like, just the man, I wish this one would show up. This is probably my best one. I love these Magic cards. Like, I would love to get the whole like set of these TTM'd right there. But yeah, I think that's the best one right there. I can't show up on this computer. That's crappy. Anyway, I'll just nickel and dime away at PSA. Send like my last. I just sent out a package to Garrett at Slab City yesterday or 2 days ago. I can't remember. It was just 4 cards. Like 2 Tony Dorsetts, a Len Dawson, and someone else I can't remember. I think it was another running back. I can't remember. But like, I get them authenticated, but I have yet to try to get cards graded. I wanna talk about spending money. I wanna like get all my rookie cards graded, because obviously I ain't trying to like sell my stuff, but like, I just think that would look so much better in the collection with all the rookie cards graded. And then, ain't wishing ill will on myself, but like if I pass away, I got 2 sons, you know, so it'll go to them, and then they can either sell it or keep collecting and keep it in the family, give it to their kids and all that good stuff. But obviously, like these, you know, that's, I mean, it's okay, but like, I'd like to get some nice slabs going. I know everyone loves PSA, like quality-wise, like I think they're better at grading, but I do like the slabs better at Beckett. Just like I like that thickness, So we'll see if Eli Manning loses his job this season, huh? I know there's a lot of rumors swirling around. Everybody's talking about getting Josh Rosen as their backup successor to Tom Brady, go to the Giants, go to the Redskins, we'll see. Let's get another stack going. try to make up for missing you guys the last couple weeks. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that'll work. How's that? Do that stack and call it good for tonight. Scott Fujita. He signed it in really thin blue pen. He was pretty good in New Orleans. I know when he went to Cleveland the year after he left New Orleans, he was part of that group that got busted for Bountygate. But something like he sued the league or something, or he appealed it and won. Like, he turned out he wasn't having anything to do with it. I don't know. Who knows? But I think that ruined Jonathan Vilma's career because he was just finished after that. This is a dual TTM, both of these guys, Jim Everett and Henry Ellard. I know that Henry Ellard you can't really see hardly at all on there with the blue background. But I think that's going to be sweet. It definitely looks a lot better right here. He inscribed 3-time Pro Bowl. And I got him in a Redskins uni. Trying to extend my collection, like do guys that I know that sign, but also like go for those long shots. But like, man, it's so hard. I got like my Star Tiger page is just so many freaking pendings because I'm sending them to addresses that have so many pending already or don't have any pending, no successes, so it's just like a shot in the dark. But high risk, high return, high risk, high reward, whatever. Eric Decker. I think that's pretty sweet. He actually, I don't know if he meant to do this or not. There's the front of the card. He actually signed the back, but the back kind of looks like the front, so who knows? So that's all good with me. I'm just hoping that when PSA does it, they face the back. I don't know. Well, whatever. We'll see. Marty Lyons, part of the New York Sack Exchange. I believe he's the only one of that group that I have. I've tried getting Mark Gastineau 3 or 4 times. I think twice I've got an RTS, and once he just sent me back my cards with no explanation. So, but I've also heard about he quit signing a lot of TTMs because people were just selling them. I mean, people talk about him not being in the Hall of Fame because his sack dances, but I don't think that should be a thing. Like, that shouldn't decide, that shouldn't trump what your stats are, you know what I'm saying? So one more of him. And then my last one. This is actually the first, one of the very first TTMs I ever got right here. Oh, right there. Get that sweet spot. Try to. I know it's all pixelated on this screen. Rod Smith. Hall of Good. I think he's in the Broncos Ring of Honor, but probably never be sniffing the Hall of Fame anytime soon. Especially the way wide receivers get log jammed in there. And then I don't think he has the statistics to get in there. I mean, I know like Lynn Swan's in there, but whatever, that guy's a bum. He's a bum. Got a couple Hall of Fame like highlights, but you can go on Google and find highlights of Nelson Aguilar that look like that. Not like that, but like it'll get you pumped up. Be like, man, who's this guy? You know? Like, look at DK Metcalf, that combine. His agility drills were terrible. He's about to be horrible. What are you doing, Memphis? Rod Smith. Are you hiding from Christian? Right there. I don't know. I think DK Metcalf, he's probably going to get all hyped up and could highly underperform. Everyone relating him to Kelvin Johnson. Some pretty big shoes to fill. Kenny Galladay's working on it though. So I did the math and just like for my PSA, just getting them regular red slab, like basic, not getting them graded or anything. at $15 a pop, I'm looking at like $7 grand probably to get just these autos. Not these, but like my auto collection in this drawer. I got like 2 drawers here full of autos. I'd be looking at like spending like $7 grand. That's not counting like shipping and handling, all that stuff. So that's always good. That's why I'm just talking about nickel and diamond in a way, you know, piece by piece, chip by chip. Bill Romanowski, this guy is a monster. I think I got a couple, like 2 more pending for him that's been out for a minute. I got him once when I first started TTMing, and I don't think I've ever been able to get him again. I see him like successes quite often, but I know he's acting, so I don't know. We'll see. Got that. And then I got him in an Eagles uniform. I think I got 1 pending of him in a Broncos uni and 1 in a Raiders jersey. So we'll see about it. Next I got Matt Hasselbeck. That one he signed super thin blue. I think I got him like 3 or 4 times. This one. See, a lot of them I just like, I send out without looking at what I already have. And obviously, you know, I don't remember which one of these I sent out first, but, you know. But then I talk about wanting to trade, but I don't know, I put time and effort into all of my collection, you know. Like, I don't know. Like, I have a hard time letting go when I'm the one that got it, you know. I like that. I always love those. Tradition. I think those are sweet cards. The Magic, the Tradition, the Classics. Got that. That one's smudged a little bit right up in this section if I can get my finger in the right place. But it's all good. If I can get a SIG, if I can get an auto, it's an auto. Right there. He was on top for a minute with Seattle, and then once he had that overtime where they want the ball and they're going to score, I kind of fell off after that, you know. Like, I think that a little bit of doubt crept in, and you know, him and Vince Young were always swapping in and out with the Titans, and then I think he was in. I want to say he was one of the like 9 guys the Colts had when Peyton Manning was on IR with the Colts, that neck surgery or whatever. Larry Johnson, he's another good TTMer. This guy like, the NFL is crazy. I don't understand. Like, Kareem Hunt gets a job for what he did. Tyreek Hill choked his girlfriend and got drafted by the Chiefs. But then the Chiefs cut Larry Johnson for saying like a homophobic slur. You want to sit with me? Okay, you can sit with me. Oh, this is Memphis. You say hi?
Hi.
You want to help me? No? Another Larry Johnson. Spider-Man today?
Yeah. No, me Venom.
You're Venom?
Yeah,
Okay.
me Venom.
Okay. But, that's like, man, I don't remember who I was watching. Nick Arcolano. I watch a lot of his stuff for fantasy stuff and fantasy advice. But, it was like, you pay a 3rd round pick for Martavis Bryant and a 5th round pick for AJ McCarron, and that's what they gave up for Antonio Brown. So a Martavis Bryant and an AJ McCarron equal Antonio Brown. Like, how I don't understand the NFL with draft picks and all that. Larry Johnson, last one with the Skins. Okay, you go. And then that's it. I'll get back. I'll try to keep up with you guys. Obviously, I've been working a lot. I started coaching my son's indoor flag football team. Renovating another house. Freaking trying to be a dad and a husband and all that good stuff, and trying to have a personal life, you know. But I'll try to keep up with you guys, and I definitely have a crap ton of more TTMs, and they keep rolling in every day. So sorry, I'll try to be more talkative. I'm freaking tired out of my mind right now. Gotta wake up at 4 a.m. tomorrow again. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'll try to keep up. Garrett, Slab City, thanks. Tiffany, thanks for all you do for the hobby. I know you take time out of your day, out of your life to serve the country, and I appreciate that. I'm all about the armed forces, and you know, then when you are home, taking time out of your personal life to do videos and the hobby, and like, I know you're trying to say don't be competitive. It's you know, all fun and games and all that good stuff, but I love watching your videos, man. Keeping me hungry, you know, trying to keep up with you. You know, you always making me jealous over there. So I'm trying to top you one of these days. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks.